What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trade. Bitcoin has been making interesting moves from yesterday. CPI today came out uh, as expected, so the markets are going to rally possibly further. I don't see any weakness in Bitcoin at the moment, even though it's overextended, and at the same time, overextended or when the indicators are like extremely overbought or something, you don't have to get a reaction immediately. The dollar index is also dumping, going to lower levels of support. Now I'm going to show you the levels, what I'm looking at for Bitcoin if we want to retrace at the moment. My wave count has been modified. I think that if we're going to retrace, the possible level for retrace is between, let's take a look at that. Let's go to the hourly so I can see my levels clearly. The third wave that we're in, I expect us, we are in a third wave, which started over here. And I think the third wave of the third. So each wave, impulse wave, is made of smaller waves. So this third wave of the third, I think it could be done, but will come down for a fourth, only to bounce for a fifth. But Bitcoin hasn't been giving us that pullback to get a good re-entry. Now the level of support to watch for is between the 18,522 and the 0.5 fib at 17,963. As you can see, the 0.236. You have the 0.5 at 17,963. So this box will be your reversal zone. If you come into it, that's possibly a good reversal zone. However, if Bitcoin doesn't show any weakness, we could continue up to retest the bottom of this bear flag, which Bitcoin hasn't done on its entire wave down from 69K. Every bear flag breakdown wasn't retested. You could go back and look at every bear flag we broke down from, like this bear flag over here that started from here to there, wasn't retested. The bottoms of the bear flags weren't retested. You could see it even recently now. Over here, when we broke down in November, the FTX dump, this was a bear flag. It wasn't retested again. And at the moment, we haven't retested it yet, but we are approaching it at 19,501. Obviously, with time, the target will move higher. We have the point of control of this entire range. That comes at around 19,190, I believe, 19,190 exactly. So you need to keep that in mind, 19,190. If that isn't resistance, then 19,500 is your next zone. You could use those zones as take profit zones if you're trading along. You decide what level to take. And you have the daily 200 EMA coming in at the 21 or 20, yeah, around 21K. I think that Bitcoin may come as high as this point, 20,685, possibly a spike up. And if that's going to be a swing failure, then maybe over there, stop out people, grab liquidity, and maybe continue lower. We haven't retested that zone for a long time. To the downside, my targets remain the same. We could still have a lower low if Bitcoin breaks down. Once we break above, I would say above the 21,500, then the micro trend could be said that it's reversed to the upside once we break that. But we could just be forming an obscure head and shoulders. If we come all the way up to 20,600, 700, then come down, we may form an inverse head and shoulders only to pump up. Everything is possible. But just wanted to give you those targets to the upside and your support levels. More trades. I'm out.